Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rebecca Keppel. Today's video is part of Tracy McNeely's 25 Christmas Tags of 2020 event. There are 25 amazing companies offering giveaways during this event, so I will link to Tracy's blog down in the YouTube description box below so you can enter them all. Today's giveaway is offered by Waffle Flower Crafts, and so I have 4 tags to share with you today that feature waffle flower, stamps, and dies. These tags are super easy to put together, and they're going to save you a ton of money on store-bought specialty tags. So let's get started creating some fun Christmas tags. Just to note that all of the pattern paper I'm using today is from Waffle Flower's latest pattern paper release. I'll be using Half Dots Christmas and J.J. Bolton's Christmas Stripes. If you want to see more about these special pattern paper pads, I'll have a link to another video where I share all about them. Let's start with the simplest tag today, which is the ornament tag. I'll be using Waffle Flower's Classic Frames die and Classic Holiday Sentiment stamp set. Temporarily adhering the stitched circle die on a piece of J.J. Bolton's Christmas Stripes. I want these tags to be double-sided, so I'm going to cut another circle right under the first die cut so I can adhere them together and they'll show the same colors of stripes. This little tab die is from the Santa tag die, and I'm going to show you that at the end of the video, so stay tuned for the Santa tag. I cut it out of silver foil paper and folded it in half, and now I'm going to add some tape runner to adhere the two halves together. Then I place a bunch of tape runner on one circle and place the tab down on the top of that circle. Then I just add the other circle right on top, and that little tab looks like an ornament cap. I also die cut the smaller stitched circle out of white cardstock. To stamp on it, I place the A2 cardstock with the negative cut out circle into my mini MISTI and then pop the circle in the open space to hold it in place. I used a sentiment from Classic Holiday Sentiment stamp set. I stamped the sentiment with Peacock Feathers Distress Oxide ink. Keeping the circle in the A2 panel allows me to double stamp it so I can get a crisp impression even with the Distress Oxide inks. I adhered the sentiment circle to one side of the tag, then I put a piece of twine through the top, tied it into a knot, and trimmed the tails. This cute little quick tag is perfect on a gift or even on a tree. Now let's put together the 3D bow tag. I'm going to be using the largest bow die from Waffle Flower's 3D Easy Bows die. The tag dies are still from the Santa tags die that we'll put together at the end. I'm cutting out the large bow and the scallop tag background out of a white pearl paper that was in Memory Box's foil paper pad, which I'll link to down in the YouTube description box below. Next, I'll take one of J.J. Bolton's Christmas Stripes paper, and since it's 8.5 inches long, I'll cut it in half at 4 1/4 to make 2 A2 panels. Then I'll cut the inner tag die out of that striped paper. I had cut another scalloped rectangle out of plain white cardstock so that I can stamp the sentiment on it. I have it in my mini MISTI and I'm going to stamp the Merry and Bright in Peacock Feathers Distress Oxide and the To and From in black amalgam ink from Gina K, and these are both from that same Classic Holiday Sentiment stamp set. I love the way using 2 ink colors makes the back of the tag look. Then I adhere the stripe rectangle to the pearly white scallop paper. Then flip the tag over and put tape runner on the back. Next, line up the back scallop and place it on top of the tape runner. It's very simple to line these two up to create a nice, thick, sturdy tag. Whenever I have to punch a hole through several layers of paper, I use my We Are Memory Keepers Crop-A-Dile. It has 2 sizes of holes, and I'm using the smaller one, and I'm punching through the sentiment side so that I don't accidentally cut a hole through the stamping. I used a scrap of the pearl paper to cut out 2 reinforcers that I also found in the Santa tag die and layered those over the punched holes. Now it's time to put the bow together. The 2 ends of the bow have tabs with cuts in them. When you bend the two sides back, you can bring them together and the two cuts can be interlocked. Once they're locked, you can fold up the tails at the score lines and tuck them inside the bow loops. Then you can see there's a long tab sticking out. Take a hold of that tab and wrap it around the center of the bow as many times as you can. Once there's just one little piece sticking out, I added some tape runner to that piece and then continued wrapping it around the center to adhere it to the center of the bow. This die makes it so incredibly easy to make the cutest, most dimensional bows. I cut a small piece of foam tape and added it to the back of the center of the bow and peeled off the protective layer of the foam and then placed it down on my tag. I love how special this bow looks on this tag. Then I doubled up some twine and ran it through the punched hole, then knotted it to create a fun looped knot. I love how this tag looks on a simple wrapped present. It was easy enough to create that I might just be making a bunch of these for Christmas. Now it's time to create the reindeer tag. For this tag, I'm using the Waffle Flower Be a Reindeer die, which fits perfectly on the size of the tag that I'm creating. I had already cut the reindeer out of Kraft and white cardstock and decided I wanted a foil nose, but did not want to cut a whole foiled reindeer. So instead, I cut a small square of foil and placed it over the nose and ran it through my die cut machine. I liked the look of the scallop tag, so I cut one out of white cardstock for the sentiments. I'm going to stamp the sentiment in Pine Needles Distress Oxide ink and the To and From in Gina K. Black Amalgam ink. The handwritten font in these stamps is so whimsical and fun. I cut the front of the tag out of Waffle Flower's half-half Christmas dots paper, and I'm adhering the stamped white scallop tag to the back of that with tape runner. I cut the tab with the holes out of a scrap of the same dots green paper. First, I fold the tab in half so I know where the halfway mark will be before I add the adhesive. Then add a bit of tape runner and refold to adhere the two sides together. Since I had already adhered the two scallop tags together, I added a bit of tape runner to the tab of the holes and at the top of the two scallops, and then stuck it inside the two adhered tags. It's easy to see where to line it up in the center of the tag since the top has 5 scallop bumps. Now to put the reindeer together. I cut the antlers off of the dark brown reindeer. You can see the ears are partially cut already, so it's easy to just snip the inner ear pieces from the white reindeer to adhere right on top of the Kraft reindeer. You could snip the Kraft reindeer's ears so everything is one level, but I don't mind the slight extra dimension, and it's really barely noticeable. The second time I did this, I was smarter and I added the adhesive first and then snipped with nonstick scissors. It just makes it easier to adhere that tiny little piece. I adhered the antlers with tape runner, and then I needed to do something about the eyes. Otherwise, when I adhered the reindeer to the tag, his eyes would be a weird polka dot green. So I cut a small piece of brown cardstock off of the brown reindeer and adhered it behind the reindeer eyes. It's easiest to put the adhesive around the eyes of the back of the reindeer so you don't end up with adhesive showing through. I flipped him over and added a bit of adhesive to the red foiled nose and placed that in the open space for the nose. Then I added tape runner behind the reindeer and placed him right on the tag, lining up the base of his body with the stitched line of the tag. I like how his antlers hang off the top of the tag. I just think that's so cute. Again, I doubled up the twine before threading it through the hole. I just like the way that doubled twine looks for some reason. This tag had a few more bits and pieces to deal with, but the little foiled nose makes me so happy. I think it was totally worth it. And now for the long-awaited Santa tag. The Waffle Flower Santa tag die comes with a ton of tag accessories for any basic tags. But for this one, I'm sharing specifically how to use them to create a tag that looks like Santa. I started with the 2 scalloped rectangles, one in half dots and one in white for stamping the sentiments. I love the way the rounded corner rectangle looks layered over the scallop layer. So I cut one rounded rectangle out of red half dots and one out of white. To create Santa's beard, we're going to use this funny looking die here and place it over the white rounded rectangle. The beard can be as long as short or short as you want, depending on where you place the die, towards the top or towards the bottom. Notice that the sides of the die hang off the sides of the tag so that it will cut all the way through. So adhere the beard down to the red tag, which is basically his red Santa suit. This die with all the little holes cuts Santa's belt, so I die cut that from black cardstock. I put little bits of tape runner around the holes and adhered that down to Santa's suit. The die that looks like a C cuts his belt buckle, so I die cut that out of gold foil cardstock. Add a bit of glue behind the buckle and then line it up so that the post of the buckle looks like it's going into one of the belt holes. Then add some tape runner behind the Santa layer and place it on the scallop layer. Of course, I got a little ink or something on his cute beard, so I grabbed the rest of that rounded corner white rectangle, flipped it around so that the rounded corners line up with the top of my tag, then placed the beard die about where I can see it was last time. It can be a tiny bit longer, but if it's shorter, it will be noticeable. Then adhere the clean beard on top. I love how easy this tag is to put together with just a few die cuts. I cut the tab out of the same gold cardstock as his buckle and folded it in half. Then add adhesive on the inside and refold it, making sure to line up the holes. Next, I stamped my sentiment and my to and from on the back panel in Gina K black amalgam ink. I also stamped a tiny tree from the same classic holiday sentiment stamp set in evergreen bow distress oxide ink. I put tape runner on the back of the Santa layer and placed the tab in the center at the top of the tag on top of that adhesive, and then laid the stamped sentiment layer on top, sandwiching that tab inside. I doubled up some gold metallic baker's twine and threaded it through the hole and knotted it at the top. I can't get over how easy it is to put together all of these tags, including this Santa one. If you enjoyed seeing how quick and easy it is to make some specialty Christmas tags of your own, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that bell so you can be notified every time I have a new video available. As always, I want to thank you so much for spending time with me. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon.